Now consider this example. You have a rancher who wants to build a fence. Now part of the fence is the river, so it means we don't have to worry about this part. It's already enclosed with the river. But he wants to cut the fence in two, so we have that width, and that width, and this one length. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the perimeter to help us find the largest total area that can be enclosed. So when it says largest, that's the same as maximum, that's the same as vertex. In order to find the vertex, we need a quadratic equation. So we need to maximize A equals length times width. But before we can do that, we gotta look at the perimeter, because that's 450 yards of fencing is available. So that's the whole perimeter, or whole amount of fence needed. So we're going to fence in these three widths and that one length. Remember, the other length is the river. So what I need to do now is solve one of these variables, or solve this equation for one of the variables, so I can substitute it into there, so I can find the vertex of the area, or this area equation. Now I could solve for W, but that 3 means I'm going to have a fraction at the end, and I don't want to deal with a fraction. So since L is all by itself, I'm going to solve for L, because it's easier, by subtracting 3 W. And what results is I get L equals 450 minus 3W. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that, what that L is, which is 450 minus 3W, and replace it for the L here, and then I still have this other W. So I just substituted this for L. That's all I've done. So now I'm going to work with this equation. I'm going to distribute the W. I'm going to do that. I get 450 W minus 3W squared, which is the same as negative 3W squared plus 450 W. So now I have my quadratic equation where I can find the vertex. Now it says what is the largest area that can be enclosed. So what I want to do, I want to use the vertex formula, which is x equals negative b over 2a. Now the x is actually a w, so I'm going to find w. B is in front of the w, so that's negative 450 over 2 times the a. Well, the a is negative 3, and so that results in negative 450 divided by negative 6. If you're ever not sure, take out your calculator and type in what it is. Negative 450 divided by negative 6. We get 75. So 75 feet is our width. That's going to give us maximum area. Now here's the thing. I don't need the length. It's not asking for the dimensions. Or maybe I do. Since it's asking for the largest total area, and the area is length times the width, that does mean that I do need the area. So here's what I was getting at. If it asked for the dimensions, then I would find the length using this. Got that? And then I can multiply that answer times 75 to find the area. Or, since it's only asking for the area, I can take the 75 and substitute into this A formula, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you either way will work. What I'm talking about. Oh, but it didn't let me drag it. So, I'm going to take negative 3, parentheses, 75 squared, plus 450, close, 75, enter. And we get 16,000 875, and that's square feet. Let me show you another way to look at it. I could take that W and substitute it in here to find my length. So 450 minus 3 times 75. That gives us the length of 225. Now that I have the length and I have my width, which I write that down, I can just times that by 75. We get the same thing. So there's two different ways of finding the maximum area. The reason why I did that is because sometimes the question asks for the dimensions, and so that's how you find the dimension. And that's it.